There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualify people who willing to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The brothers giving up the end, the promise from them. The work of my life without the end.
I live
Master.
Play body so make you I can't Sktv menu. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And you no money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget now ya to money. That's the TV, and I forget it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk it for podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. Qualify people who willing to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the premise from best. The work with my life without fear. From Grandfather, Nima to Lufa. From Riverside, River G to Chile. From Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Monserrat, San to Bacalu. From Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Different charges here. Different charges here. So let me ask. But I want to know how you see them, right? Speak it. You'll be allowed to say it, man. 7 charges here.
So the sheriffs are insisting
Maybe allow the
that
7
the
men.
charge, the race should be served before Thomas is taken out of,
Maybe allow 7 men.
taken away from the
Maybe allow 7 men. Maybe allow 7 men. Maybe allow 7 men with the rate. You allow 7 men with the rate. Okay. Different. No.
so some of the sheriffs are insisting that
Why are you
the rate.
Why are you both doing the judiciary today? Why are you both doing the judiciary today?
Give me serve this man. Very ready.
Get him back.
Excuse me. I'm coming.
Get him back. Don't do it.
No, I'm going to the judge and when they speak to the judge, when you're going to the judge, why can't you go to the judge?
You know what's happening.
No, go to the judge.
Therefore, I need a judge.
You can't do that. We deny us. We can't go to the judge.
We're going by the order.
Okay, so there is a situation here at the moment, folks, where
Let me listen to the man.
folks are insisting that the gentleman cannot be released, allowed to embark the vehicle without the rate being served. Okay, so there is commotion here now. There is commotion here now to ensure that the rate is being served here before this individual leaves. He's refusing to accept the rate. And of course, Small TV coming to you live. The Liberian National Police have arrived on the scene to ensure that the individual is served this rate before he exits the facility here. Spoon TV, we are coming to you live. Yes, so we want to capture the happening here. We just play our job.
I don't want to show.
Yes. Okay, we're ready by a little bit. Folks, we're still here. What we have here now is that the Senate judge have issued a rate, but the sheriff. So, Melvin, you are assigned here at the court. Give us an idea of what's happening here, Melvin.
Well, what's going on there? Yes. Let me see. I'm getting some feedback, but I hope it's okay now. Okay, that's good. Well, folks, what a way to say a pleasant good evening. The time check is 4 minutes. 4 minutes past 6. That's the time check in Liberia. That means at 6 o'clock in the evening time. Those of you who thinking about the time back home, yes, indeed, it's in the evening time and 6 minutes past 4 minutes past 6. That's the time check. What I want to say a pleasant good evening, and welcome indeed. So many things happening. So we'll be playing some of the videos back to back. In fact, even the current one, some of the live event, some of the live happening also at the hospital or the clinic where this suspect alleged that Thomas is treated, right? Yes, indeed, was taken to for medical attention. According to information that
he's not too okay. So I think the government of Liberia told the security they had to take him to the hospital. But according to information, he's the in fact, he's one of the suspects. So let me see. Monk will be joining us for good evening and welcome. This, you know, yeah, the country is indeed interesting. Every time when you come to talk different team, you see different team. But again, good evening and welcome. Welcome to the SKTV show. Let me see how best to go back to this live happening. Monk will be joining us very, very soon. Let me see what Monk around. Okay, good. That's just so magnificent. So one Monk is trying to join us here. We will also try to do a lot of technical work in making sure that we get all the videos all set up so that you too can watch and see all of the happening back home, or especially to also to those of you who are also back home and they're following this broadcast live. This is the SKTV show. Right away, Mark. Let me see. Mark want to, yeah, indeed. Today is our Monday, the 13th of January, the first month in the year 2025. Well, my good friend and brother, let me say the pleasant good evening and how everything for your end.
Nothing much. It's just freaking cold in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, I can
I
see.
think we were three. I woke up this morning. We were like neck. We're 3 below 0.
Okay.
Yeah, you can imagine the water freezes at 0 degree, right? And then someone is
What?
telling you below. So it's 3 below the freezing temperature of water. When you put liquid in the bags and it turn to
Mm,
ice, that's freezing
mhm.
temperature is 0 degree.
Yes,
So
yes,
talking
indeed.
about 3 below 0, and sometimes even 20 or 25 below 0, that's real cold. So even though you're in the house, the heat is on, but stay in your body. Like this morning, I woke up, went to the gym, and in Minnesota, when it's winter time, we don't spend too much money when it comes to driving. We spend more money when it comes to just warming your car, because
Mm.
everywhere you go, you have to start the car. You got to warm up for like 15, 20 minutes before you can get into it before your engine crack. So and you're talking about gas, because for every
Mhm.
time you start the car to run for 15, 20 minutes, the
Yeah,
car got
for
to get
some
warm and
kind of,
consuming gas. So
yes, indeed.
you are refueling that from driving just of getting the car warm. That's it. Think about that. But that's it. We sign up for this anyway, so we
Yeah,
good.
actually, man, I'm just seeing you. You have your own jacket, everything on. Trying to. Someone would say trying to fight the cold. But some of our people do also. There was someone around the mountain. The few days, doing the county sport meets. Some people were around some of the mountains, and they also experience some of the cold that you're talking about. So indeed, when you
Hmm.
talk about cold, some people know exactly that indeed it's not joke, and this thing
Yeah,
happen for real. Yeah.
mountainous region are always cooler because of the altitude, light air.
Mm.
So when
Okay.
you find yourself around the Nema area, people can say Yekepa to be foggy. When you wake
Mhm.
up in the morning, you can even see your neighbor's house because it's so the fog. Yeah, it's usually cool. Even they gone time when I was in Ghana, like they got a eastern region, they got somewhere they call the Abri Mountain. When you go there, evening time you
Mm.
gotta wear sweater. Even though Ghana is hot, but that
Mhm.
particular area is kind of a cool. So people want to get away from the hustle and bustle of Accra to go up the hill there. It's cool, it's quieter outside the
Mm.
city, and it's fun to be. Like I was liking it over there. It's so nice. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, my brother, again, Liberia, a country that we live in, a country that we love so dearly, a country where we will not be deported from no matter our crimes and so forth, and a country that we all cherish. Every time you wake up, so many things happen. Every time you think about another thing happen, and I know there are so many things touching, or maybe there are so many stories on your mind, so many things on your mind that you want to talk about quickly before we transition to maybe to the latest one, which of course now getting the public attention. Um, we know the story that maybe during the weekend or maybe during the week that really maybe come to your attention that you want us to know about.
Well, not much in the US here. It's just that a fire outbreak in Los Angeles, in California, caused billions of dollars worth in damage. They are still, the death toll keep increasing. They were able to send for more firefighters from Minnesota, sent some firefighters. Some of them came from as far as South Africa to help contain the fire, and they keep discovering more about it. I think the actual count now is like 24. I know it will be more than that over time, and it's a tough thing. But there's the US, they will find a way to pull through. And that's the only thing from here. So far, we're waiting for our other inauguration here. And the story that caught
Yeah,
my attention this
thank you.
yeah, our
In fact,
attention is
you have to give us some update. I guess it will be on the 20th.
yeah, 7 days from now. 7 days from today would
Oh,
be the inauguration.
okay, that may not be next week
Yeah,
Monday, by the grace of
yeah,
God.
next Monday. Yeah,
Yeah, by God's grace now, Donald Trump will be
at the 40.
president.
Yeah,
40, 40 what?
I think it would be like what 47.
44 or
No,
47?
yeah, Trump was
Okay.
45, and then Biden's
Oh,
46, then
okay.
Trump come back and then become 47.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Great. Okay. So let's come back to Liberia. What are some of the things maybe some of the news during the week that caught your attention? Because mind you, unfortunately Saturday we were not on, but I guess maybe there's some news before we come to the latest on today.
Well, yesterday I enjoyed myself. Evening time we saw the Clasico between Barcelona and Real Madrid. It was another shellacking. I know Sekou was mad and he made a post. You know, everything got transition. You know, when you want to build a dynasty, you have to sacrifice a few years and you bring a lot of young players. Barcelona have one of the youngest teams in Europe. And the one thing about this team here is the fact that they got great prospect because they are already playing at a higher level. When you bring bunch of young players, you want to give them time, but when the players are getting mature, like, look at Lamine Yamal at the age of 17. He's already playing a world class football. The only player that I could tell in my memory that reached that kind of a potential, I would say maybe a Wayne Rooney or Fernando Torres, the Brazilian monk himself. I would say Marco Owen. These were players between 16 to 17. They were all, it's one thing to have the talent, but when a player young, the one thing you look after is his decision making. This man is making decisions on the soccer field that he's been playing for more than a decade, and he's just 17. That's the scary part. So yesterday was five, and so in 2 games, it's eight in total, and that's classical. That was a trophy game. I mean, it's not a regular season match. It was the Kings Cup, and Barcelona showed supremacy again. So I told folks yesterday, I said, if Barcelona is going to play like this and their team is this young, 3 years from now, it will be trouble for the entire Europe because you know that they're going to get mature and they're playing at this kind of a level, then the sky is the limit for them. So Real Madrid got a shellacking again yesterday. But for the politics, it was this our lawmakers coming back for the
Why
50th
you want to
session.
jump over, Mom? Why you want to jump
Mhm.
over the
Yeah,
county
go
meet?
ahead.
Why you just jumping straight? Someone
They
testing me,
can't.
but maybe Mom will not follow the contest for me too. I say, well,
I
I
don't.
don't know,
I
but
told you. I don't pay attention to the content meat. I told you the content meat has lost its essence. For me, I like to put my energy into things that will give me results. The content media is for entertainment purposes. People, it's a good thing. It keep the country lively. But at the end of the day, the main goal for which the content media was created is no more. So I will listen. I will get update of the school, but I really, really don't follow it like that. I don't think I have that much of an interest. I mean, I hope people don't take this to be something cynical,
no,
but
it
for
is
me, that's just how I see it.
yeah,
It's not helping the
sometimes.
National League. That's just my own take, though. I'm not telling people. I mean, it's a good thing. Like I said, people go out there on the weekend, they have fun. They got a soccer game, and the women's sports going on. It's a great thing for the country. We got peace, and people. I mean, those things now are rosy, but at least our people enjoying that calmness and that peace. But for me, my idea about the country me is not serving the original purpose. The domestic league is not getting stronger. The national team is not getting stronger. So the reason why the content me was created is not serving that purpose. So for me, I don't have too much interest in it. Even though I can enjoy the entertainment aspect, and I usually start following when you get to the knockout stages. The group stage here, I don't pay too much attention, but when it's come to win or go home, that's when I start paying attention to the content me. That's when it start getting more interesting than when the politics start entering.
Yeah,
You remember between Grand Crew and Nima come to the politics that were playing because everybody
yeah.
wanted that trophy. That's when I start paying attention. When you get to the knockout phases, then I start
Yeah,
paying
yeah.
attention.
Myself, I just, I love the quarterfinal, the semifinal you talk about. This teaches
Yep.
sometimes they bring
Yeah,
it.
the latter stage.
Well, for example, there's one bit surprising though, where you just saw all the people, everybody now start to even support their own countries, so for back to back. I think that also spark up a lot of people are a little bit confused as to, but how come this is just the first group stage, or people will say the first start. How come the first start or the group stage has now building momentum? People paying more attention. People are supporting. So maybe thing will change, like you are saying, or maybe requesting. Maybe who knows, my brother? As we go along, thing will change by God's grace. But again,
Yeah,
as long
yeah, say.
politicians, yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead. End your thought after you were
But
done. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. But as long politicians are hearing some of these things, for me, I doubt that things will get better. I doubt that things will change, especially when you come to the football end. I'm not talking about politics, but I'm talking about football. As long as it's in the hands of politicians, that job, how it will be like. But my brother, go ahead.
Soccer is a unifying sport, so politicians always take advantage. Politicians always look for low hanging fruit. They look for things they can leverage, and they know that the counter meat is something that the Liberian people can gravitate towards. So, even as much as you won't like it, they would still do it anyway. It gets part of human behavior. That when you can leverage something and it's available, you must take use of it. You must make use of it. So, politicians, especially in our light of status, because they will take credit. They put little money in
Oh, yeah.
the team
Yeah.
getting result politically, it pay dividend. So our people, like I said, even the national team, it used to be that same way, whether we're fighting war or not, whether it's a ceasefire during the days of ECOMA, once the national team is playing, whether people come from Grand Baza or Nima, everybody become like Brenade. Everybody become one. There is no tribal line, there is no warring faction line. Everybody there to cheer the national team. Some people won't even be able to enter the stadium, but the fact that they were in that particular vicinity just to be part of the occasion, they will still make their way through. So you will
So,
expect politicians, like I said, to be part of it,
so
even though
that
we
means
don't
more,
want them to be
more,
part of it, but they will
more
stay.
quickly before we transition. That means quickly. That means that the politicians are the ones that are dividing the people. If you really observe, maybe some of the things that you are saying, sports or football or some of the or sporting events bring the people together, make the people to be united, make the people to be more, glued together more than ever before. But in terms of politics that you are saying, politicians make it to look like John Brown should hate Paul, or Paul should hate Annie, or Annie should hate Mary.
No, the thing is, I won't term it that way. I won't say that they are bringing division and hate among the people. I know they will take advantage of it because it pays political dividend. When you sponsor the country and the country becomes successful, you take credit for that, and politically you will get something in return. But we cannot all be on the same team. That's why we got a county meet. Everybody got to be rooting for their own county. So I don't expect a lawmaker from Granger to say bring the people together because Nima County playing Sano County or Sano playing Grand Bassa County. No, people will defend their team. Even the leagues that we watch in Europe, it's almost like even it's entertaining, but they got to make it a little bit, they got to make it feisty because it's a competition. So even the legs of Madrid and Barcelona, that's the number one watch sporting event in the whole world, outside of the World Cup. More than close to 1 billion people watch the El Clasico. There is no other sporting event in the world that draw more audience than the El Clasico yesterday. So even though they are from the same country, they play on the same national team, but when it comes to Madrid and Barcelona, that's rivalry. It almost like door eat door. So I won't say they are dividing the people, but I just know that the politicians they will do what they have to do, and that's just what they are doing. Support your country, put some resources there, and when you get the best result, you take credit and you get some political dividend. That's it.
Wonderful. So that go ahead. Politics. What are some of the things that maybe that you saw, maybe or maybe that you witnessed, or maybe that you passed through during the week?
Well, not the week. I woke up this morning. I saw something today. I tagged it. I don't know what. I saw Yeke Koluba sitting with Nyangwe on the table. I tagged it to that post. I want you to show it to our audience.
Yeah, I don't know what that was then. I think myself I saw that, but I think that was
You
then.
lie. I think you commented on it. I saw
Yeah,
Alvin Charger and Nyangwe on the
yeah,
same
yeah.
table. I said, but what's going on here?
I think that was 2000, maybe
Oh, that
between
old picture?
2000. Yes, indeed. I think that
Oh,
photo.
okay, okay. I thought it was a new photo because they assembled today. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but the main thing that caught my attention today, I think it was this the 55th legislature and the rule of law caucus, because the last time I checked, I think they caved, and I have a problem with that. because I asked a question on the show, what was the essence of the rule of law caucus? And the same political calculation is coming to fruition that I told them, I said they came under pressure, they had no span, and they never consulted even their constituents because they knew I was right. If you call Rachel Kuhn an illegitimate speaker, then you cannot sit on the gavel of an illegitimate speaker. Then you yourself become illegitimate. You know that, Mabel?
Oh yes.
We told
Yeah.
I admire with chairmanability and Yeke Koluba because from the beginning of this thing, we said it on the show. Look, there is always time for politics. We never shut up political news. There will always be time to play politics. But at the end of the day, you have to stand for what you believe in. And we knew this thing that once those guys have the number with the backing of both the executive and the Senate, they were going to be the one to run the show. That has nothing to do with law. That's just the way the business operates in the house. But when you give the people the illusion that we want rule of law, we want to, you cannot say because those guys could threaten or withhold your salaries and your benefit, then you are going to
Mhm.
give into them. Then
So that
you
means you have
confuse
to
our
succumb,
people.
right?
Yeah, you just have to succumb. So why you didn't do it from the beginning? You cannot put up a fight only to cave in the end. Yes, you know when you go into a fight, you're going to take some hit. But when you believe what you believe in, then you stand for what you believe in. You can't go in the middle of the fight and then just throw in the towel. So I don't know. The chairman and Yega Koluba, I
But,
told him from the beginning of
but
this thing. I said,
more,
there is not a smart path for you guys
eh,
to take.
eh,
And that's exactly
but
what's
more,
happening.
yes, indeed. When you listen to most of them, especially coming from the minority bloc, they will always say, for the best interest of the Liberian people, gonna do Liberian people work. So I'm like, I'm every bit. In fact, I'm confused, monk. If you have to do the Liberian people work, and the budget has been passed,
Mhm.
so what kind of work are you gonna do?
Yeah. And everything was all about the budget from the beginning. That's why Evan Snow said the moment that budget passed, all they know was it will come down. And that's exactly what you see happening. Maybe these guys are not in the interest of our people. And that's something I always say
And,
on this
and
platform for our people to understand. It's
mm,
all about what they can get. It's all about their interest. It's all about them first. Yes, there will be few individuals that will push the cause of the Liberian people. But if you don't have a caucus in Congress, you cannot do anything. That's why when you enter Congress, the first thing you want to do is to find people who are like-minded, form your own caucus, and push your agenda. Look, let me tell you something. In as much as we appreciate Yeke, we can talk about chairmanability and other people. If they cannot get a particular core group people like-minded ideologue to say, you know what, we are going to push this on behalf of the Liberian people. They can advocate all the way, it will lead to nowhere. They will keep caving in because at the end of the day, in the house or in the first branch of government, it's just
mm.
a numbers game. It had nothing to do with constitution. It happened all over the world. You don't get redress from Supreme Court when it comes to legislative matter or impasse. We told them if Fanatic Kofa cannot persuade 7 individuals to join his caucus, just to do the Liberian people business, it will be a waste of time. And guess what? It's only going to bolster the majority black vote because if the rule of law caucus will say we want to do the Liberian people well, we cannot stand the way the majority, then that's the end of the story. So
So, Mark,
that's the only thing that caught my attention this morning.
yes. So thank you, Mark. But we are already now into the conversation. I think you're talking
Hmm.
about the lawmakers are not in the interest of the Liberian people. And when you go
No.
back to the majority bloc speaker, Rachel Namekun, he
Hmm.
also saying something that so interesting doing their session on today or when he was talking to his colleagues because he was the presiding officer. And he said another major challenge we face in his write-up, he said that another major challenge we face today is the restoration of public trust and confidence in the legislature. To be true to all of us here today, our people across the country don't seem to be happy with us. Monk, what's your take?
That's politics. That's someone biting you and putting grease on your feet so you can feed a bite. When you talk about public trust and confidence, you just benefited from gamesmanship, political gamesmanship and maneuvering. How can you talk about the public trust? They probably don't have trust in you guys anyway. except for the people who want to take a side. But we all know that you guys, the thing is, most of our people want to take it and say like one group is doing better or one group is further like bring, but the other group is not. That's a lie. That is a lie. The thing here is they want to be on committee, they want to get their fair share of the power, they want to manipulate, they want to congregate for their own purpose or for their own interest. At the end of the day, they are not there. Now the budget is up again. We'll do some analysis over the coming days
Oh,
about the
yes.
budget to see who benefited why again. It's the same old thing from George Black to Joseph Burger. They just do the same thing, change the figure on the line by line item. It's the same old game. It's all about what they can get. That's why I keep telling our folks on the show. For me, if you can say Brazilian monk is trying to take the side of the illegitimate group, I don't have a problem with that. I can take that hit. I just know one thing and one thing only, that they are not in favor of the Liberian people. And it could be either side. The Fanatic Kofa Black or the Richard Coon Black, no, they mean no better for you. Nothing is going to change. The same thing. Even Stephen Allen in one of the how they call it in the front page Africa
Interview,
article, yeah,
yes.
yeah, he said it, that these guys just keep enriching themselves. It's only for the sole purpose of landing their pocket. That's just why it's all about. So you can come here with your feelings, you can take your side because for you guys, you always want to take a side, but we know and their action will keep proving that. That's why even the rule of law covenant at the end of the day, they end up caving. Why you think they cave? Why are they excuse? We don't want for them to hold our benefit. We don't want for them to suspend our member. No. Dude, you knew it from the beginning when you formed this rule of
And
law
they
caucus.
place everything in the interest of the.
Yeah, you know what? I said I told my man Benjamin Jonah, I said Benjamin Jonah, I don't know everything. That's why I'm a student. I learn every day. But I'm too old for someone to be peeing on my shoulder and tell me it's raining. I can fall for political gimmick. I will never fall for it. You cannot just get me to just think here that when something happening, I'm just going to rush into it. No, they knew what they were doing, and at the end of the day, they just play ball. They just cave, and they would sit under his gavel. They would do what they have to do. But I know, and that is not even a win for Richard Coon, because the same way he got rid of Fanatic Kofa, don't forget they same rule of law caucus can also congregate and come after you because the precedent that you guys set. So the popular trust, no, it's not about popular trust, it's not about putting that put interest first. It's all about using a loophole. That's why I told you from the beginning, maybe if these guys were really interested in the rule of law and putting the Liberian people interest first, they will close that loophole that exists in Article 33 and Article 49. How to get lawmakers to come back and they should set their own rules because they can make their own rules. You remember when I sent you an article last week? How Republican and other Democrats here, how they put in place law that make it tough for them to remove a speaker. Removing a speaker is not a constitutional violation. That's a lie. So what they did, they went to their own standing rules and order. They make adjustment to the rules so that one person or two person cannot just come over and say, "Oh, we want to strip the speaker of his power." No, that's what they're supposed to do, but they would not do that because they want to use it again. And you want to tell me for me to take us? I know. I think it's all games, my brother. Go ahead, Mabel. Let me stop there for now.
Yeah, so thank you, Mark. It's not so easy because, look, some of you who are maybe supporting either of the lawmakers, like my brother just said, I think it's just a waste of time. And the speaker now, Richard Nambeku, admitted that indeed Liberian people are not happy. I think I don't even know how. If you were to grade the 55th, Mark, what would be your own grading point? Because they already confessing that in fact they failed already.
I didn't even expect any better from them anyway. Because at the end of the day, they would just inflate the budget, would get budget shortfall as usual. They will go and make across the board cut with the exception of their own benefit. They think it's predictable every year. Maybe you've been seeing this particular. Maybe let me tell you something. How can somebody fool you for something you have been seeing for almost a decade? How can somebody play games with you? You look over the course of three separate administrations, three presidents. You lay the budget down in three different parts and you go through them line by line. You see the same allocation except for the changes that made in the figure on the line by line item. The same game. They take 90 or more percent, put it to recovery expenditure. They put less than 8% in the entire country when it comes to public sector investment program. They put more money in the budget for themselves. They get themselves more allowances. The president getting scratch car, generator money, fee of money. Like, you talking about president, domestic travel. All they do, they just keep stacking benefit after benefit after
And
benefit.
that's the thing,
So, because
because mind you, NSA budget was somewhere around 9.4 million. we can still recall from 9.4 million 2024. According to information, the government has spent US up to 11 million just for NSC.
Yeah, can you
Now,
imagine?
now we are also hearing that the 2025 national budget, which of course we are also going to go into that and see the one that have been passed. We've hearing that is around 14.9 million just for
Can you
NSC.
imagine that?
Are we fighting war in this country? That's something I can't even understand. Why are you wasting your country money like this?
Mabel,
Yeah.
if you were, let me give you 2 examples. In 12-month period, if you were to invest $1 million across all 15 countries to build one high school
Good.
with $1 million, you know what? You know the kind of an empire we have? Or if you were to buy medical equipment and drugs for every single hospital in that country or clinic, you know the kind of an empire we have? If you were to look at 14 million, do you know how many ambulances that every country will be able to boast of? If you were to spend 14 million, yeah, on NSA. Like why they selling counterintelligence? Because you know what? We all know it. That's why I keep telling you, I'm not in favor of anyone. Because we all know the EPS and the NSA, they are exempted from any audit. So when they want to steal, they put money there and get the money from behind the scene. So we all know why they keep inflating the NSA budget. There's nothing new, especially from Madam Sally. It came to Georgia, to Joseph Parker. So for you guys who believe that you must take a side to believe that you're in the game, no. The same thing keep happening until we can see something transformational happen in terms of making the ordinary people life better. We will not take a side in this fight. And that's what keep happening, whether it's the budget and everything centered around the budget. That's just what it is.
With the lawmakers now saying that indeed that's the hope of the Liberian people. So the Liberian people are not happy with them, and the minority bloc join them to also. When you, if I'm wrong, do you think that something going to change? Something will happen? Maybe something will change because, mind you, though, I think the reason why, quote unquote, the executive also agree for the other bloc to remove Fanadi Kofa was because maybe they don't want to work with Fanadi Kofa. Now they have their own. Do you think that there'll be any changes?
In terms of operation, I don't expect any change. The only thing I know that will happen now, the executive got more leverage in the lower house because Richard comes from Unity Party. The only thing I know that will change. So the people who thinking that something better will happen, no, you're living in fantasy. Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to happen for you. The only one thing that happened is the president now, he got legs in all three branches of government. He got a solid footing. He controlled the lower house because they are the one that will be calling the shot. They are the one that will be setting the agenda for them. So the only thing that changed, Joseph Boga was just giving more leverage now that Richard Kun will speak as opposed to Fanati Kofa. And I'm not saying Fanati Kofa was the better side either, but at least we got some semblance of an opposition in the lower house. Now Boga controls the Senate, he controls the executive, and now he controls the lower house. That's the only thing that changed in my view.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. In fact, when you talk about your control, I'm also here. In fact, I just follow a press conference coming from most of other county Senator Dallas. They're not talking about. In fact, 2024 was like 3 years that were given to the quote unquote to the rescue government, but the 2025 they're going to be robust. Do you really think that he really serious on that statement? Because you also talk about those people who are maybe into acting positions, like for example the LTA, the CBL, and so on. Do you see
when you say they're going to be robust? Asking robust in what? Maybe on Sktv when President Boga came to power, we say, you know what? We all know Joseph Boga cannot solve all the problems like bro. We got fundamental challenges that is of politics, right? But when a leader comes to power, he comes with a vision and a mandate. There are certain things he wants to accomplish. If you're telling me that in the first year, the first 12 months, we can't even understand the president's agenda, we cannot make sense of it. How can you tell me that they will be robust in the second year? So which metrics is Dillon using to tell that he will be robust? And robust in what? Maybe I'll be robust in stealing more money. That's the only thing that I know of, that they can get themselves more incentive. But I don't know in terms of idea.
He's saying that in fact they're not going to allow any of the free ride. Well, but the free ride already passed. One of the budget, one of the me too.
But we free rides. He talking about who they get free ride? Oh, so Dillon just got to realize that people been giving free pass.
Yeah.
So what happened to the MAPA exercise? Not MAPA exercise. What happened to the asset recovery
The
and all that? So those were the free parts. Is that what he's talking about? And how
yeah.
can they be robust when he can when the president himself cannot even set the agenda straight? They talk or what they will do, or to give the people an impression that the president is about to do something. But maybe they will get reshuffle again, because I know reshuffling is not the end. It's not a solution. When you get a vision and you can convey your vision, or you can explain it to people who you expect to help you implement your vision, then it becomes easier. But just because you remove somebody does not guarantee they're going to give you better result either. So maybe when Talon said they will be robust, maybe they just going to fool the people again and say, okay, yeah, Julian Baga file a president here and there, but what changed? Nothing changed. The last time I checked, I mean, that was gone, right? Can we say that something changed at the commerce ministry?
Nothing.
Okay. So when he
Nothing.
said you are going to be robust, then I'm confused as to what are you guys going to be robust in? Where are you going to place your energy and focus? Where are you going to put more resources?
I'm still confused. So, Monk, I think you gotta help, because even in the first place is that Tyrants did not sit there. Even they have a horse of Edom. They sit there and they things that happen at the lower horse. In fact, they even come out and say, okay, saying in fact we're gonna work with for I'm going Richard Kun, and they agree to work with Richard Kun. Even those committees that they sent out, I can still recall, Monk, you can still remember, right? I think they sent out some committees to go in there and find out about what happened, right, Monk?
Some money, yeah, or some committee to go do investigation. Why? Because before Delon can be rebut, that would show this caveat to Delon. Some of us would supported Delon here, and we were hoodwinked, we were bamboozled, and I think I can say I'm not. Sometimes in politics, right? It's not about who's better. Sometimes you just want the lesser of two evil when you got two bad options. If I was to do it again, I would still take Delon over T5. Yeah, if I was to do it again. But the problem is, Delon is now a sin eater. Let me tell you something, maybe Delon needs to, before Delon can get robust, let he just give us an update from North Korea, from how they call the country they went to, and the $3 billion green energy plan. And but the memorandum understand that he was taking pictures last time I saw him taking pictures all in Asia, that they were making progress. They had 7 memorandum understanding. Maybe he just need to get like bring an update about some of the investment that is secure, and then we can talk about being robust. At least that would be a fair game, right? Just give us an update on the memorandum of understanding, whether it was in South Korea, whether it was in China, whether it was Malaysia or Singapore, one of the other Asian countries, Southeast Asian country. Maybe when he can just give us an update on the memorandum of understanding, then I will believe that it can be robust. But until then, they don't find so many seats to sit on, bro.
So that means, Monk, where can now the Liberian people go now? Because mine, before we move to the latest happening about one Thomas, the video or the link that you sent to me. Also, I'm also watching from the Army Hospital, somewhere around the Stella Marie Polytechnic School there, right on Capitol Hill. But Mark, quickly before we transition, is there any hope for the Liberian people? Because Monk, mind you, sometimes when we come here, the people say, "Oh, the lawmakers day." You go by, "Oh, the Supreme Court days." You come, so the other group of people, or in fact, the executive, they are this, they do this, they are not serious, and all that kind of stuff. But Monk, with all of these things, time is going. People are dying from frustration. People are dying from sickness. People are dying from poverty. People work no salaries. So many things happening, Monk. And sometimes when people go to the ballot box, they go there to vote against bad things, against bad labor practices, against bad health system, against so many things that people vote against. But when you after voting, I think there's a reason for which that you vote or you vote for somebody. But after voting, Monk, our people now they become like in fact they haven't voted. Sometimes if you see the life of our people, you'll be thinking that, well, the people voted for anybody or not, or maybe so many people that are in power, or they just get it by themselves. So, Monk, do you think there is hope for our people before transition?
Well, there is hope, and that hope lies in their own hands. Us all, the Liberian, the diaspora, and Liberian back home. You can't keep waiting for election before you can implement change. You got to make some move. That's why on SKT we say this year going to be a better year. We got a lot of smart people. We got a lot of caucus here. We got a lot of old hands that we believe we can put ideas together and do something better. Whether it's about ballot initiative in 2025, we got to start doing some things ourselves, and it just need commitment, like Mr. Connor will always say, and people following up and working as a team because we cannot be divided. We cannot be fragmented. We are going against a cartel. And the cartel is not willing to change if the people themselves cannot take the mantra of authority into their own hands. There are so many things that we can do. And the Liberian people will just have to be uncomfortable. They will have to make choices that will be tough, that will not be convenient, but we can't keep playing by the same old rules. And I don't expect anything better from this particular group of lawmakers. No, even up to the president. My optimism for Joseph Boga is low. I cannot vote for Joseph Boga on any day, on any circumstance. But I'm just a single individual. People thought that he was the best option. They voted for him. So for people who are counting or they having a high expectation, I don't know where they are saying to give them high expectation. But the one thing that I know that if we can pull together, if we can pull resources together, if we can pull ideas together, then maybe the combined forces of the diaspora and the people back home, we can start bringing some new individuals to test the waters. We can start making some little incremental changes that will give us some result. But until then, I just don't see it happening. We are only hoping, but hope is not a
yeah,
strategy.
more follow up question to this, Monk, because our people, I don't know, should I say they are being abused, they are being lied to. Because Monk, this is serious though. Let me be frank and maybe I don't know how some of you time listen to Billa Park. But from 2006, 2005, our people voted. You say, yeah, they were blind. 2011 again, they went back to the same ballot of us, and they
Yeah.
voted
Mhm.
again,
The
and
same
the same
thing.
thing happened.
2017.
2017, more they
Same thing.
voted. They say, we want change. And former
Yeah.
president, we are one.
Yeah.
What we call the mandate of the people, but still nothing happened.
Nothing changed.
2023 is okay. Yeah, we got to change. I have a young boy. Maybe the young boy don't see what he can tell Buka. He do all kinds of
Yeah.
things. So
Let's
let's
bring the
take it
old
from there.
man.
They bring old man, Monk, life, turn like nothing. The people have no right to even vote, or maybe, in fact, the people that never voted before. Because Monk, if you see like that, in fact, one of our followers, right, who said that the people that the people voted for, they have no respect for the people that
Hmm.
voted for them.
For them,
Monk,
yeah.
I think this is getting serious. And I think our people have to be very serious and stop receiving the $10, $200 back arrest, half back arrest. All these things will not carry you nowhere. For me, Monk, I think the only recommendation that I can give to our people, the only way that the cartel can be 100% destroyed, except when we start to bully these people, Monk, shame them. Anywhere the people go, you shame. Monk, I'm telling you something very serious. Other than that, even if you change good news, because Monk is frustrating. Where we have 42 new lawmakers today. 42. Tell me, Monk, are they not majority?
Yeah, they got numbers. From a legislative standpoint, they got numbers. They can move mountains with that numbers or with those
They're
numbers.
not,
Mais bon,
they're in
the
majority.
thing the thing here is the problem is the condition. I think we talked about it. I think it was on Friday the last time Mr. Connie was here. We're talking the same thing. The problem is the condition that we set to pick president are the wrong condition. We won't be able to get better leadership with those conditions. Oh, let's just bring them in because okay, when we get one old president, let's bring the young boy, or the young boy can then buga, or the young boy is popular. No, who told that because somebody is young, meaning can run a country? Who told you that? Who told you that because someone is also older they can run the country? So all the conditions that we set to pick president in recent election, they were the wrong things to do. That we're not getting the result. And matter of fact, the politicians even confusing the people even further. Like what we just discussed with our new caucus that was created in the house. Like
Mhm.
you for this and you against it. 1 minute you for this, you keep confusing the voters themselves. So at the end of the day, the people have been changing lawmakers, but they are still not getting the result.
Yeah,
Look, let me tell you something.
no.
Sometimes I can
That's
get
the
mad at
point
people,
where
but
the
when you look
Monk,
at
that's
it,
the point today that are trying to make, because the people continue to change and nothing.
yeah, it's nothing. And at a certain point in time, they start getting tired. They throw in the towel because like the last time I told Sekou, I said, Sekou, if you go back to 2005, if you check the retention rate of the Senate, it's one of the lowest in the whole of Africa. I can't remember too many senators that were able to survive. Most of them were given one term.
Yes.
Maybe Prince Johnson, Chihuahua, I can't even name full for the past 20 years, I would say. But why is it we still not getting results? And one of the things that I noticed is the term limit because they are not under pressure to deliver. You give somebody 9 years. Maybe 9 years is almost a decade of your life.
Oh, yeah.
You are on the planet for a limited time. Why make you think the man will be under pressure to deliver when you know he's giving 9 years? That you cannot remove him until you must wait for another 9 years. That alone gave him the incentive to steal more because he believed that if I can complete my 9 years, I think I will be able to make life outside of this job. But when you reduce the term limit, yeah.
What I meant 1 year alone is almost around 150,000, 135,000. Just for all of the members, 7 can we reach 1,000 US?
Yeah,
Look.
yeah. It will take you, the man 1 year salary will take you almost 25 years of your life. So the man 1 year income will take more than 25 to 30 years of your life. So by the time the man go to second year, we mean for you, you already be dead because our life expectancy in Liberia is between 64 to 68. So you talking about giving your whole life. That's why we say we got to do something better this year for us in the diaspora and for you guys over there. We got to build a bigger tent. We got to take the presidential aspiring politics away. We got to look for things that we can all rally around, a common interest, whether it's the reduction of term limit, whether it's about reducing their salary, whether it's about putting more money in the national budget that goes towards the public sector investment program, schools, roads, running water, healthcare. When they dare as I seeing our lawmaker and allocating funds. And maybe, do you know, I was reading this morning, I was looking at the new president of Ghana, Mahama.
Oh, yes.
Mahama is cutting down government minister. They're doing something they call, you know, the government called smart government now. Yeah, the people.
27? Yes, 27.
Yeah,
Right?
the people are going back to the drawing board and reassessing all the government operation and function. Some of them they are obsolete, some of them they are antiquated, they are outdated. The people are cutting down to make no government. Man.
Even some of the assistant ministers or some of the assistant minister positions here in Liberia, you will notice that some of the positions were just created to give other people jobs. You know, people don't do well for the country. You see this thing, some of you just get angry. The people send money here for you so that your country can be developed. The people take the money and create all kinds of ministries, all kinds of ministers, all kinds of assistant, deputy, this and that. And guess what? This same group of people, some of them they're on the internet right now, following us. Can you imagine assistant to do what?
And it's supposed to be the smart one, it's supposed to be the educated one. And maybe you know the one thing, you know the irony about the whole thing. They know one thing for sure, that nowhere in the world that you can spur job growth and development from the government sector.
No.
The private sector can bring about real economic change. So it doesn't matter how many people the government hire. Over the long term, the country will still be the loser because you don't grow an economy from the public sector. What you are doing, you cut down ministry, like what the new president is doing now. Agency that taking money from the budget and then you reinvest the money back in the private sector in the economy, then people will benefit. Okay, yes. In the short term, people will end up losing jobs. But you're looking at long term, 4 or 5 years from now, the investment you made in the private sector will pay dividend in the future, and more people will be able to get jobs and be able to survive outside of government. But no matter how many people the government hire, you will never turn the economic situation around because it's not the government responsibility to bring about growth in the economy by hiring more people in government. When you hire more people in the government, you just make the government inefficient and you just consume more money that should be going to invest.
But more see our budget, 800+ million, and tell me how much going there for development? How much? All of the money going back to
put 50 million.
So do everything go to payroll. The two ministries? No.
Yeah.
No. Look, I think Liberian Lemon just said, I think it's about time that, look, we got to wake up.
Something must give.
Yes, wake up, recalibrate, think, and see how best to put ourselves together. Because these things are not working for us. You create all the ministries, you create all the assistant ministerial positions. Mom, if you see some of the ministry, if you go there, Mom, you will say, but no need for some of the ministry. I mean, from the functioning. Because you go that more, you just see people, the place is crowded, no people not doing anything, they just said, for what?
But
For
maybe
everyone.
it was one of the biggest mistakes that the way administration ran into when they came out and they believed that it was going to increase the government payroll. That's why I brought the harmonization. You brought more people on the government payroll. You increased the payroll by almost 17 to 18,000. Why they failed to realize what you need to pay those people? So when they found out that they couldn't have, they never had the money to pay them. They started cutting from people that already own the previous employee to take from them to cover up like digging hole to cover hole. That had the whole harmonization when it came about. It was not about fairness in the pay system. That was a lie. It was just about paying people who they brought and added to the government payroll. And why it led to nothing. The thing here is you want to pay people decent wages. You want to make sure the government is efficient. You want to cut down waste. You want to make more investment in the private sector and in the overall economy. That's what you want to do. Adding 15,000 new employees to government payroll is a losing fight. It's a losing battle. It makes no sense, and the country won't benefit from it because yes.
When you have one of the, like for example, LTA have 5 commissioners to do what?
5 commissioners.
No, this country we gotta be serious.
Oh God.
Yeah, actually on a very serious. Sometimes when I say behind the microphone and I see the life of our people and I see things the way things are going, and we continue to waste our money. But we said that we say international community can help. The other people they gotta invest. Some of you you're just talking on the radio the way you're talking. How investor will you don't even need investor. You yourself you already get the money. It's just about you thinking how to make sure that company come here and this and make things work. But if you said by and say, okay, you have 500 million, but the 500 million you're going to share it among Liberians, right? Like you think that maybe because Congo, one way or other they were supporting you during the elections. Now election is over, so you want to pay them back through the money that's supposed to develop the country. Like Mo said, if you are taking only millions, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million per year.
Yeah, 14 million. Just spread what the country.
14 million and spread. Are we fighting war?
Yeah, NSA.
See your police officer, even like NSP. I don't want to be doing it. But mom, it's bad. And I think Liberian, you gotta wake up. Thank God that your lawmakers they are admitting. Also the people saying that they know that you're not happy. And they know. Because the way they are treating you. They know. But because when they come to you with a little bag of rice, you dance in front of them and you put lap at them.
$20 for who you for 6 years. $20.
Jesus.
Yeah. You give somebody give you $20 and get in 9 years of your life. 9 years. Yeah. And how many days now in Liberia you can survive on $20? How many days?
More than saying in less than 2-3 days because even the transport, even this process, let me tell you when among the US rate. The US rate went down to 180. I think that was sometime between November like that up to December. But right now, as we speak, the rate is around 195. 195. So you see, where Ministry of Commerce, things stay the same. Things process stay the same.
Yeah. No price control. And the thing is, it's not only about the rate, it's about how far your money can carry you. What you can get for your dollar, because when inflation is high, then the money becomes useless. So it has nothing to do with the rate. It's all about what you can purchase at the purchasing power of your currency that will make it more stronger. And maybe it's a tough thing to discuss, but our people, like I said, they need to do something. They need to do the unthinkable. When I mean the unthinkable, they have to do something they have never done before. I know they got reason to blame people because they've been changing other folks. The politicians that say, oh, our people are mad. Or no, you know that they are mad, but you just choose to do what you want to do. It's not about being mad. You know that. You can see it in the street. You're seeing people. Remember, how many bodies pictures we have shared? How many dead body pictures I have shared with you in your inbox, back and forth between you and myself in recent days? You look at a woman slicing her baby throat.
Yes.
And why I told you the last time about this thing?
Mom, let me frame my brother. People are bitter. That's just the fact. That's just the reality. People are angry because why? People are not getting what they're supposed to get. Monk, people life are not making any progress. People are working, no salaries. People are working, the salary can't even increase. Some people are just volunteer. Look, I hope and pray today. I really want us to maybe to look at the health setup, but maybe on tomorrow or Wednesday, Mark, we're going to look at the health setup and see maybe and bring that latest story or so on and so forth. But Mark, it is frustrating, man. But let me be frank. People are doing volunteer work. Can you imagine a monk, young person that's supposed to be working now for their little resources and be able to save and be able to develop their life? They are doing volunteer work. Places for more than 4 or 5 years. Oh God.
And you expect them to give, and you expect them to give you quality service. And the video you were showing from the beginning of the show about this guy who they say they arrested, and maybe after the break, the news bulletin, we will talk about that because it's kind of a fishy to me. It just look, everything just looking kind of I don't know how to say, I don't know how to describe it because it's just like yeah, show that stuff.
Hold on, Mom. Hold on. I'm going to join you. Yeah, for maybe a few minutes, please.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. We show that video, and for me, the timing, the optics just not sitting right with me. I don't know. Maybe I'm too skeptical, but I don't know of other people that are observing that because looking at the whole 55th legislature coming back to session, and these people were, or some individual went for questioning. The police called in, and all of a sudden now they apprehended this guy and carrying him to the temple of justice, and all the drama. It's just too much. It's just too much to wrap your head around. And for me, the optics just don't look good to me. It's not sitting well. It's almost like showmanship. It's almost like it looks fake, like some made up stuff to me. I'm not saying that the investigation itself is not going on, or they won't come with a conclusive finding. I'm just saying the pieces that they put together. It just not. It just doesn't look. It's not sitting well with me for some reason. I'm not buying into it, and that's just what it is. I saw the guy lying on the floor, maybe. I don't know whether he's sick or whether he was trying to pull a stunt or he trying to avoid questioning or arrest. I really don't know. But it's not sitting well. I don't know which video maybe is showing here. I think that was Lawmaker's video. Uh, I don't know. No sound for now. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm not even getting a sound. So I hope I'm still on. Please give me thumbs up if you guys can hear me, please. Because Mayborn is off already. I think he's doing some setup. But I'm not hearing anything from over there. So
I get you, Mark. It's just that if you want me to give the video sound, then I may have, I don't know what you will be getting. But that's the video, and that's the guy that you talk about. I think that he's in that black, I don't know, his jacket or something. So he's the fellow there. But I want you to be talking while the video is playing or the video play behind the scene.
No, just play the video. I mean, let him watch it for a couple of minutes.
Thanks for watching Sktv. We are here live on the grounds of the Temple of Justice. The gentleman is about to be served the rate, and he is refusing to accept the rate. This is exactly what's happening here. Thomas is now refusing to accept the rate. As you see, sheriffs are trying to accept the rate.
That will serve the man. That will serve the man.
Some of the folks are trying to get
different charges here. But I don't want to know. I don't see the right. You'll be allowed to serve the man. Different charges here.
So the sheriffs are insisting
They'll be allowed to serve the man.
Before Thomas is taken out of.
You'll be allowed to serve the man.
Taken away from the.
You'll be allowed to serve the man. You'll be allowed to serve the man. You'll be allowed to serve this man with a writ. You're allowed to serve the man with a writ. Okay. Different. No.
So some of the sheriffs are insisting.
Why are you both doing the judiciary that day? Why are you both doing the judiciary that day?
Madam, give me tell me serve this man.
Get him, excuse me, I'm coming. Get him, man. Don't do it.
No, I'm going to the judge and when they speak to the judge, when you're talking to the judge, why don't you go to the judge?
You know what's happening?
No, go to the judge.
They could meet the judge.
No, you can't do that. We deny us. We can't go to the judge.
We're going by the order.
Okay, so there is a situation here at the moment, folks, where
Let me listen to the man.
folks are insisting that the gentleman cannot be allowed to embark the vehicle without the writ being served. So there is commotion here now. There is commotion here now to ensure that the writ is being served here before this individual leaves. Is refusing to accept the writ. And of course, Small TV coming to you live. The Liberia National Police have arrived on the scene to ensure that the individual is served this rate before he exits the facility here. Small TV, we are coming to you live. Yes, so we want to capture the happening here. We just do our job.
I don't want to
Yes. Okay, we're dressed like little people. Folks, we're still here. So, what we have here now is that the Civil Court judge have issued a writ. The sheriff. So, Melvin, you are assigned here at the court. Give us an idea of what's happening here, Melvin.
On today, he was brought on a writ of habeas corpus. Habeas corpus wherein the defendant or suspect who were involved in for 8 hours statutory period. So he was brought as a criminal complaint where this trial was held. So the major potential his bail has in the writ is that he is now well, that he was being tortured while in prison. So the him go seek fast medical treatment. But then the court said they do not have that capacity to ensure that this may or they are now killing or hospital to take him there. Now, on that basis, the prosecution also made a motion on the records after the judge ruling that they do not have issue of him for medications, but what they want is that the court should be able to take him for check-up what medication he will need.
So who are those taking him at the moment?
So now,
so the individual is on the ground. Yeah, go ahead.
There are two beneficiaries there. One is from the OP that escorted.
Labro. It's not easy just to serve a rating. It's another drama all by itself. The police, the people who supposed to be the professionals, I don't know how they can conduct themselves in such a manner. Are you guys hearing me, folks? Because Maybon is off. Yep, that's what happening. It's so sad. For me, I know if he's the one that he's now a lone wolf, I know there are people that were behind this stuff. Yeah. And there will be more names to come up, hopefully. But the whole idea, the level, the optics doesn't look right. I mean, police people, you are professional, you serving your rate, man. I mean, what all the drama, like everything against all the place, and you can't even make sense of it. Like everybody doing their own thing. Come on, serving your rate. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to set a rate, and everybody coming with a camera. It's so sad, but that's like bureau for you. Hopefully, one day it will change. It's just how to talk and the whole issue. Like I said, it's not sitting well with me concerning the whole thing. Yeah, it just so many moving parts. The timing, the investigatory process, the police IG statement, fire outbreak, and all that stuff. Like, how do you wrap your head around this thing? It's almost like people are creating their own drama just to distract the average person because you're in a country and every day is one thing after another. You can barely keep track of what happening to get a sense as to how the government is operating. And it's just one drama after another. Radar arrest, fire, guarding the capital, bailing people, marching from. I saw the lawmakers.
So the
Oh my God. It's the same fellow, right, Mabel? Same guy? Okay, yeah, that's it.
so upon the issuance of the writ, what happens then, Melvin?
Yeah, so he been okay, not lying on the floor, even in the court, because probably if he is helpless, very much helpless, as you can see him, he has no strength,
So the gentleman there
he has no
lying
strength.
under the vehicle. This is where we are,
You
folks.
see, they are facing a release him to the hospital,
So, folks, thanks for joining us. We're still here, Spoon TV, trying.
Mabel, what's the update from you? You guys got a news bulletin going on, or I don't know. Maybe I think Mabel got something going in the background. I'm not hearing myself. I don't know if you're still hearing me. Yep. If you guys are hearing me, that's it, but I'm not sure. I'm not hearing any feedback from Mabel in. Okay, all right. I got an update from Mabel and say you guys getting me. Uh, I'm on. Yeah, so that's it, folks. Mabon said he will join me soon. We just continue with this discussion about this whole thing and this new PRS stunt. I don't know where it is because he's lying on the floor. For me, the one thing I would say, I know he's not a lone wolf. There are people in the higher ups that are part of this whole plot, that whole Capitol building fire. I know it's a political plot also that happened, and we will see what the final investigation come with. If there will be other people that will be implicated as well, including this guy. But I know he's not a lone wolf. Matter of fact, looking at him, I don't even want to believe that he alone put that building on fire. I don't want to believe that. It's not even within the realm of possibility. There were other people. It was well coordinated because you have security forces on the capital here as well. So for one random guy to just can put that whole building on fire, no, I'm not buying into it now. So we'll see. I don't want to jump in ahead of the conclusion, the investigation. Like the president said, this play is not for against us, which is the same as interfering in the investigation. But we'll see. I'm just telling you the potential outcome and things that could happen moving into the future. Yep, on this particular subject matter. So we'll see. Yep, when Melbourne gets back. But that's it. So Chairman Ability and and Yeke Koluba were finally we were all part of the new under the gap of the new speakership. Yeah. We are going back to business as usual. Nothing changed. Nothing is going to happen. If you're an ordinary librarian, you got to start thinking ahead as to what you want to do differently when it comes to changing leaders, changing them, having given all the result, but equally so we cannot say because that you just want to throw in the towel. And that's what happened in Liberian politics. People are giving up. They don't want to participate. The participation rate is very, very low. You cannot get result like that. You stay hard to keep trying until you can get the result that you want. The only thing I know is you just got to make some tough choices because the people who will give you the result, they are not the most popular individual. They are not the celebrities in the country. They are not from the biggest ethnic group if you want to vote on ethnic land. So at the end of the day, we will need more people to make the tough choices. You will cast that ballot, you will go and pick someone, you won't be happy with them. It's not your cup of tea, it's not the kind of a person you want. But at the end of the day, those folks will be the one, or that particular individual will be the one that will give you the result that you want. And people are doing it all over the place. People are looking at merit. People are not voting on vices. And when you vote on vices, you are not going to get a result. That's why Mr. Kanye myself, I get talking not too long ago. Like people are sick of the politics. They don't know where to turn. They think everything is lost. But at the end of the day, you cannot throw in the towel. Say we still must do something, some kind of way. I don't know how, but we'll try. The collective effort of the diaspora, the people here and the people over there, man. We need some new faces. We need to try some other people. Yeah, it's not like throwing something in the wall and hoping that everything sticks. But at the end of the day, we still have to take that risk, and that risk will require lot of tough decisions to make. It will be something that you'll not be comfortable with. It will be something that will not play well with you. But the thing about the Jolo boy, it can run your summer, but at the end of the day, will clean your system in the long run. And we're seeing this thing happening. Both group, they know that the people are mad with them. They're seeing the situation happen on the ground. They're seeing the anger, they're seeing the resentment. They know exactly what's happening in the country. But no, still they are not ready to vote on things that they should be voting about. So that's it. Felicia, I don't know. I hate to talk about American politics. I don't know which information you subscribe to, Sometimes I don't like to read comment, but you still try to you look at a country where you got two major political parties and a particular group of voters that they call independent that in swing state that can put all the pieces together before coming up with a decision. At least if it was one party that were determining the outcome of election in America, then it makes sense. The people who decide elections in America, they are in few critical swing states and they call themselves independent. It means that before they can even cast a ballot, they weigh every option. And you are asking if American people can vote on merit. Is that some joke or something? But anyway, that's it. That's that's a whole different discussion. But it just sounds funny to me that in this country, in an industrialized society where people can weigh the merit and do pros and cons, that the people who even decide the election are from neither party. Because if every single Democrat vote in America, or Democrat will never be a president. If every single Republican vote for a candidate, that candidate can never become president. Only independent voters that have no connection to two parties whatsoever can look at the economy, can look at jobs, can look at businesses, can look at international trade, foreign policy. They make that decision. And then you are asking if American people can vote on merit. Come on now. Let's be serious for one year, folks. We're talking about Liberia. America already where they want to be. They are the greatest country in the world. We're talking about Liberia. We are the one lacking behind. We are the least among the community of nations within the region, maybe in the whole of Africa. We need to focus on our country. I don't like to dwell on American politics anyway. For me, I need the outcome. I put Kamala Harris and Donald Trump on the ballot about 1,000 times. Donald Trump will beat her 1,000 times. That's not an argument. So we will pass that stage anyway. I don't know if maybe is coming back on board and then we can continue with other stories, or maybe we'll open the line more sooner today to hear from our people as to what they want to do next. What will be the next course of action? The last time they called here, they were talking about a dream Liberia, the kind of a Liberia that they envision, the kind of a Liberia they want to see. But the question is, how do we get there? And if they will be on board with other ideas, non-political ideas, something that will be in their own interest, something that will be to their own benefit. For me, I only want few things to happen in Liberia. I just want to see more public investment in the country. I just want to see the idea that the government can cut down on her own consumption of the budget, on her own spending, reduce the benefit. Because you're looking at the country, the average Liberian living on less than $2 a day. You look at people that are civil servant not getting a living wage. And how can you make the case? You have to balance this thing and make more public sector investment opportunity for people to grow the economy. Because I think everything is economical. When the economy grow, people get more jobs. Trust me, everything you see in Liberia, it will take an about face. It will take a 360-degree turn. That's just why it is all over the world. Is the economy stupid? That I can
But,
remember
but,
that was the
eh,
theme of that was the
mm,
theme of the Bergner campaign. Is the economy stupid? The economy is the glue that holds everything together. I bet you all those Zogo you see on the street, all the
mm,
killing and all this nonsense. The moment people start experiencing a better life, when things,
mm,
I'm not saying everybody's going to be rich, when more people can afford because that's why they call it trickle down effect. No matter which government policy, they will say be poor people. Poor people will be in America forever. But the question is, when the majority are doing okay, it will pass down to the people who are not doing okay. Even the normal people can talk about, not everybody was enjoying that, bro. They have poor
No.
people, but you couldn't tell the poor people because lots of people used to afford. That is exactly how it's supposed to be. The trickle down effect. When we can get our people, more people getting job, more people getting opportunity, the prices of goods and commodities at least stabilize with some kind of a control. Trust me, all these stories we keep getting on social media, they will reduce drastically. So is
Mhm.
the economy. Everything comes down to the economy and jobs. If you cannot provide jobs, society will disintegrate.
Mhm. Even though Mark, let me say thanks to you for holding on. But let me just add up to what you're just saying, my brother. Like I can still recall on the platform. I think I told you that the white folks they run to America, or better say Canada, and including even the footballer. But mind you, uh, most of the time the footballer they run to Europe because they know that when they go to Europe, Monk, their talent going to
Yep.
give them fast money, their talent going
Yep.
to give them result, and they're going to get the benefit of the talent.
Hmm.
So those of us who part of the work class and so forth, we run to America or we play DV to go to America or let's say Canada or maybe one way and the other family members or so forth people carry us. But Monk, the reason why you see sometimes people continue to disturb those of you who are on our side, it's just because of the kind of working environment that you people have. Look, Monk, for me, I can tell people, even in this country, if you have somewhere, for example, where you have one person, even a person generator making 3,000 money, someone working down, the person making 125, Monk, it's like an insult. Let's be frank, and let's say these things to our people. Nowhere, Monk, to where you work, where your boss make 50,000 and they make 200.
Mabel, why are you
Yeah.
going far by making comparison with America and Europe and people come here for DV? Even your Liberia, when you talk about your golden days of Liberia, why you think Ghanaians and Sierra Leone and Nigerians were coming to Liberia? They were coming because of job opportunity. It's just part of human nature that whenever he can find a living somewhere, that's why he will move. That's why about immigration. Immigration is mostly, like I said, the economy is everything. People migrate for better living condition. So
Mhm.
back in the day, you had your battery factory, your sugar factory, your leather factory. We're producing tobacco, we're shipping, we're sending crawfish and shrimp to countries like Japan and South Korea. So Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Guinea, why don't come to Liberia because we had jobs. We had a little bit of manufacturing base. And maybe let me tell you something, the good thing about manufacturing, when you can manufacture a product, apart from exporting them, you
Mm.
also consume those products and it also
Oh, yeah.
increase your quality
Yes,
of life.
indeed.
If you're
Yes,
facing
indeed.
mattress in your country, you'll be able to buy mattress because mattress will become cheaper because you are the one producing it. If you are facing tires in your country, you will consume the same car tire because you got car to drive. The question is, in our country, everything has died a natural death when it comes to export and manufacturing. Everything is being imported into the country, no jobs. So if there is no job, how do you think people are going to live? Nothing. You talk to small Poland, why Labrador, in Labrador, people have jobs that they even have vocational job. That when students after when school closed, they go to these companies, they go and do their little part-time job, get a
And,
little money,
and,
and get prepared for the next school year. I'm not even talking about regular
and
job, they're part-time job.
yeah, among, you know what really even get to me, Monk, is to even see our Liberians, brothers and sisters, even including our lawmakers. They have 15 persons are supposed to be on their list as of white folks or that's what be working with them. Ask some of them today, they are still cutting some of the people little money that coming to them. For example, if the government pay the people 250, they will get them 150, they take 100. Monk, tell me for God's sake, how do you expect that person to shine? How do you expect that person's life to even move forward? So you always see the person like, look, Monk, there's no difference between the working class and the non-working class in Liberia.
Yes.
Because, no, that's just a fact. Some of you out
Hmm.
there don't get vexed today to say, oh, man, the
Yeah.
people you're begging all the people. No, no, no. Not different. They will call. Some of our people here, they will call. And they will tell you, not different because the reason is very simple. Your politicians or our politicians, our government officials, they make it to look like we should continue to beg them. One day should shine. One day should wear Gucci. One day should wear all of the best of clothes. One day should have the fancy cars for you. that work with them, even taxi, you don't even have. In fact, you'll not even be able to even buy motor back. Then you say when look, when we told this things to you,
Maybe, let me tell you something.
yeah.
When I came to this country, right, I used to watch for me, I like to read the economic news. So I go to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I look at the economic news on the Bloomberg early in the morning, especially when it comes to the trading thing. You look at Wall Street, whether they are making improvement. Look, whenever there is a problem in the economy, any economic analysis as the country, the very first thing they look at manufacturing base. What happened to manufacturing? Because they know the manufacturing is the glue that hold everything together when it comes to job. People work in factory. Look at yourself. Look around you. 90% of everything that you consume will build in the factory. The t-shirt that you're wearing now will build in the factory. The earphone, I mean the headphone you get will build in the factory. The microphone will build in the factory. The car you drive it was assembled in a manufacturing plant. Everything is about manufacturing. So whenever there's a problem in the economy, they don't go to healthcare. The first thing they say, you check our manufacturing base. I mean, look at our balance of trade, our export versus our import. Somebody is beating us somewhere while the economy is having a problem. The country like Liberia, you said, you cannot tell the difference between the people with job and the people without a job. Because what good of a job if you cannot even get enough money to take care of yourself and sustain yourself? The only difference is you only waking up every morning to go to somewhere, and the other man without job, he ain't going anywhere. That's the only difference. Because typical example that the people from the Internal Affairs Ministry that came in last time, 8 months.
Okay.
We got to put money together for that carpet. So how can you go home and test myself, I got a job? Or I'm working and you are not working.
And the government, even boasting that, yeah, 7 making 150, yeah.
Yeah, 150. In this day and age. Look at the transportation fare already. Yeah.
You pay somebody 150 and you are boasting that, yeah, that you pay people 150. But you have somebody somewhere who made 15,000 per month. Just stop.
And the thing is, it's not only about the fairness, because one thing I look at, even the people, you just want to do it, you just want to be fair in the pay disparity, but it just don't make sense. Because I know the one thing I said, I'm yet to understand, people, even when it comes to lawmakers' salaries and compensation. Like we say, we got our congressional budget office of people who can go over the budget and make recommendations. How are they able to determine if all they are the one who determines how much our lawmakers get paid in terms of benefit? I know they can add incentive there for themselves, but I'm talking about their base salary. How is that calculation done? And when it comes to the minimum wage in Liberia for every government employee, like Civil 7, who is doing the calculation based on economic data to say, okay, this is how much someone should be making in a month to be able to sustain themselves as a civil servant in this country? Whether they are a nurse, whether they are a teacher, firefighter, policeman, or a military officer. Who is doing that? And when was the last time they went to reassess to say, you know
Nobody
what?
care. Good.
They is not
I
working.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Mom, you just said something interesting. Nobody care about that. All of the people, all they do is job about politics. They come out, the government of Liberia squander 50 million. Oh, the government, but you don't even care about how the people, what happening with the system, as to whether maybe there is job, whether there is no job, whether the people live, something's happening, or maybe they are declining. You know, because Monk, look, Monk, for me, when we talk like this, maybe sometimes people say, oh, you people don't want to be coming down high, but on a very no more.
That's the truth. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's the truth, Monk. Because when we talk like this, sometimes our people feel that we hate nobody. And this country, I will call Liberia, for me, I can always compare Liberia after war with that of Rwanda after war. Some of you check all of these things out, check the history, and see how far Rwanda gone, and see how far Liberia is today. It's just because some of us we feel that the best we can do, along Melbourne, is benefiting. Melbourne benefiting, so no need for me to come here and talk, no need for me to come here and be, and be speaking true, or maybe the way we're talking. No, because I'm benefiting. I have car, I have this, my children are what to do, everything okay, the life is okay with me. No. We have to stop. So more quickly before we go to the line, I saw that video, especially with that young guy. I heard you talking about him, and also there are a lot of comments. Also, people are expressing their own view or their own frustration. But again, let me just come up because Mark, look, I think we've reached the stage now where we're not supposed to be doing they say, they won't say, the other won't say, because your government more. Because, something I want to say is that government have control over all of the system. Be it the communication we do here, internet we own, everything you think you have. Stop playing games with people's lives. If you know you have the full evidence of what you are saying, because every time a government take the kind of cases to court, when you come, before you know or more, government lost the case. Every time government always losing cases like this. Because sometimes they just go to the cases with their
Yeah, they
own
can be too
emotions.
preemptive. Yeah, emotion.
Yeah, they could just go to the cases with their own emotions, political thinking. Oh, we just got to do this. We got to do the political tactics. No. Now, when you reach to the court tell you, okay, bring your evidence. You have no evidence. Now, when the court tell you that you lose the case, the court don't like the government. The court against the government. No. Sometimes you see these are cases that sometimes because the way some of these cases go to the court, you need to be careful. Government can lose the case. So for me, I'm saying this to the Liberia National Police. Even if Melbourne, quote unquote, Melbourne is suspect, and you see, and you even arrest me, Monk. My question to you now: how did Melbourne enter that premises?
All the security present on that particular, it's one of the most sensitive piece of geographical space in the entire country. You're talking about the headquarters of the National Police, the Capitol building, the executive mansion. That's what they call it, Capitol Hill. You got more government operations operating over there, right? You got security forces. You just look at some random guy, and you're talking about the dome. You're talking about the roof of that building. So just come and just set it on fire. My man, it's too hard to explain. That's what I'm saying. I'm not buying to this thing. They kind of up to the kind of trauma they are creating. But do you think in any serious country, right? This police IG call for people for questioning. He released them in the public, right? Okay. If you want to serve this man, if you say you are tracking, because someone asked the question, why were you even released them in the country like bro? Because some of them could have escaped. Okay,
Yes.
so it means that the reason you put it out there because you are guaranteed or you got the assurance that you can still go and make contact with them again.
To their
So
lawyer.
if you want to, if you want to serve the man or rape, why I gotta be this dramatic? Most especially on the day that our lawmaker are reconvening. So to me, like I said, I'm not buying into it. I will let it dust to settle because it just looks so fishy to me. The update doesn't look right. It just looks so funny. It like a made up. It just like a comic skit to me because I don't know of any professional law enforcement officer that want to issue a rate that will be causing that kind of a drama for people who you invited for questioning, release them to the public. They got lawyers and things. Why you want to create all this thing?
You want to
So
create
for me,
law.
yeah,
Yeah,
I will stop there. I'm
and like
not
you said,
going on there again.
Wednesday, the government will be, I don't know, they'll be launching or they'll be launching the arrest agenda. Look, that kind of stuff. We go 1 year already with drama, no understanding. Now we enter into another year with serious drama. And some of you are saying all of these things like joke. This is not a joke. Honorable
But the arrest agenda was changed last year. They revamped their regular. It's not inclusive government. Something again more we read on the show.
Yeah,
It was originally arrest. Then they came with the arrest agenda for inclusive development or something. I think that RAAD they added to it. So I don't know which one. I can still remember. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. So they gotta create this picture that they are working that they get something going so the average person can fall for it. Yeah, that's just where it is.
More
Yeah.
become politician before I talk about God grace.
Yeah.
Keep it on before go to the line. Is there anything that you want to say quickly before we go to the line?
Well, the last time we asked our question, we would like to ask our people questions here on the show. We want to get in the benefit of that so they can respond because we're always learning from them. The question for today or the message we want to put out there today. What do you see? What do they envision when it comes to making a progress in kind of shifting the dynamics of the country politically? And how do they intend to go about it? What would be their own idea to think that we can come from this point A and go to point B? Even though people are working on ideas behind the scene, I'm talking about the voter themselves, the ordinary people, the market woman, the taxi driver, the wheelbarrow. If you listen to Sktv, what is your own understanding that if you want to change this country, if you want to do something different, what would be the step that you would take as individual just to get the ball rolling? That's what I want to hear from people today. I don't know if you got something else to add to it, but I just want to hear how they will address this issue.
I think we said everything. So let's just move to the line and interact with our people. For me, it's just quite frustrating that every time there will be noise, 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 and noise. Every time it's not the right way to go. But again, to this caller, good evening.
Good evening, Midborn, and let me say good evening to Mom. This is David King, and I do join you from my Sktv-Lib residence this evening, where I am glued to the radio for other Liberians listening to your fascinating topic this evening. You know, Mom and Midborn, I don't know how many times they want a arrest agenda will be launched. It was a very arrest agenda that was launched when the yellow machine business came up. When Mameka ability was displaying through AR video, and we started to see yellow machine. The yellow machine, like you said, Mabel, when you got so much money and there's no
use
to spend it, no use, it's not going to make any impact on the lives of the Liberian people. Every day you will call for party, you will call for the other symposium, so that you can just spend the money. So Joseph Wagner got no plan, no more. The question you ask, we will not get anything from these people. What we're going to get is drama going to continue from 2024 to 2025 onward to 2028. Maybe 2028 we will start to see some changes because by that time everybody's pocket is filled.
All right, thank you so much. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Chief? Go ahead, your name and from where you join us.
I'm okay. My name is JV Napoleon Bono, and I call from Toronto, Makibi County.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. We're listening to you.
Thank you for this program. The program is educated, very educated. But you see, you ask for the way forward for this country. Voted consistently, supported this unit party consistently for the past from early regime person. But what I'm seeing for this country, the two parties, the two leading parties, you maintain them like we're not going nowhere. I'm telling you something serious. There's a need we try new group of people.
Okay.
Either if it is Jago or the Kumis, but if you just give it, okay, yesterday going to the CDC, bro, you didn't party. I mean, you don't know maybe you may see Maggie, but I don't see the change that we were yearning for. So if you change the unit party, you turn to the now, you go to CDC, you're just joking. Because these are job seekers, they actually get a job. You know that some of, I know ministers in the government, they didn't get time. You never can structure across the country, the locals, even the candidate chairman. Some of them, they say that they bring no job. They didn't get a time. And apart from that, nationally, I don't see the change.
All right, thank you so much. I don't see the change. I think that's the right word I'll get from you. Go ahead to this caller. Where you been? Yeah, go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Council. I call from Honor Street like the Lord Joseph. Thank you very much for the fascinating discussion this evening. You know, maybe what is unfolding in this particular country after some of us and that observed Joseph Walker past record is actually we knew that Joseph Walker is very much grossly incompetent to govern this particular country. But we articulate to our people that is not listening. To brought Joseph Walker, who is very well zero when it comes to government, and he brought people that are also zero that have lacked the mental capacity to govern. Look at the way the country is going on. Those factors that led us to the liberation of country. These are the factors that Joseph Walker instituted under the direct mandate of Google Coma. Let me tell you, the branding of the capital building was instigated by Joseph Walker. Google Coma is aware of that particular branding of the capital building. But the fear we don't know, and they want to interview other people. These people, they want to create unraveling in this particular country. And they should not forget the history of Samuel Gabriel and Olga, who instituted a dictatorial regime, how their life ended. So they feel how they get out, and they continue to be using it.
That one can't happen here now. We graduate from all those things. So that's called a good evening.
My name is
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead, my dear.
Before I go to the issue, let me let the public know that 2029, the first of Sajala on the coast will be endorsing Sajala, the new president of Council 2029.
Is that who? Is that who?
Senator Flat Joseph.
As who?
As president of 2029 of New York.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my idea has been drawn to the new speaker of our country. Those guys are making fun of it, like great people. Today, we cannot get out of there, especially the great party, the two that they are going to company in this country, so we should give them the power. And so when we have a new company, it's going to win. We are tired.
It's there soon. It's there soon.
Well, but we're going 1 year, you say it's still soon. So you want to get a company, so go ahead, so come in this country.
Go ahead, my man. I just kidding, man. Go ahead.
The mega put in your legs.
All right, thank you. They said the young people, you're for now, you forget about working, Ben. You go to school. So let's go to good evening. Yeah, go ahead.
What you are seeing in a video there, that young man was being declared unbail by criminal court. See, but the ninja form, government I'm talking about, the guy already been released on bail there. Another court in the morning said the court is coming with another rape. What?
Well, sorry, I don't know, but when I get it to clear. Today's caller, good evening, please. 1 minute, go ahead. Oh, okay, Uncle, go ahead, Chief.
You know, there's a question more asked. So you give me one minute, 30 seconds. First of all, the thing is, if we really want what we want for this country, and by the way, before I leave my statement, I want to thank Darrell Dillon today on one of your sister stations, okay, to apologize to we are for Ryan, Jet, and the big on him. And today, they are going to rescue King the Broad President is Ryan, Jet. So he proposes that we will be able to buy a presidential jet for all presidents. Now, even after President Wakari, president will use. So I want to thank you for that. Let me go to the point. You know, you can remember 1998.
Yeah,
Chancellor. You were president and you called national conference. And we all met at the Unity Conference Center. There were documents, 2024, the whole agenda 2024 in 1998. There were things like us. Even though sometimes you will say the message who was the messenger. But there were things like us in 2024 for achieving. If the civil society in this country, I mean, I tell about those who are conflicted, I mean, notable civil society group, we can bring them together, bring them with the county, and the government call for national agenda, or we talk to the United Nations to call for national agenda for a conference. And the conference will line all things, rule, this one, and we set priority. So even when new election comes, we just tell the Kennedy there, this is what the country wants.
Yeah, that be, I think you make it.
So when we get to them, we will be doing fact check because those programs come from ourselves. And so if you miss them, we say you missed them.
Yeah.
Then for re-election, then we will get together again. The very leadership will get together. Look, these are the things we get to the people.
And that was Vision 2024, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, the Vision 2024, that one is passed already because we 2025.
Yeah, 2024.
Through civil society. And then you say the presidential candidate that will come 2029. This paper is passed already. But if we do that, I think we'll be on the right side. Every voter that will be on the right side.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Uncle. And today's caller, good evening, again.
Yeah,
go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, or the same
Are you, hello, are you talking about the guy that was arrested today?
The guy arrested today, that was not the first time with the guy. I spent 4 days like on new error. And then you were called for by the criminal proceed. When the guy came to court, when the court decided to release me on bail, when you were getting outside another court, was rushing again with another writ. So why you don't want to let the guy go? On bail, why you let the guy, you want to let the guy out? The same something like you did to the guy that you don't want him to expose your secret on what is going on. You go with that guy, you're giving a lot of revelation. You say a lot of things to the press people. So it says for that reason you went again, go another draconian rate to get him back and just finish it up.
And that's the point that myself, I'm a bit confused, even to that you just say, my brother. From quote to quote, I don't know how that happened, by the way. Maybe more will chip in later, or let me tell more. From quote to quote, how come the man was really, or maybe was bail, go home or have a little rest and so forth? No. Then the court come and say, no, you're not going home. Can't go. Oh, that could be interesting. No, I let the country go. 077-285-961. Like being the country of I don't know what kind of country of but keep a calls coming. Let's move actually on the best. And we 177 now. Oh,
177 going to 200, going to 2 centuries.
Let's go. Good evening. Yeah, my dear, go ahead. Your name and from where you join us?
Thank you. This is Will. Thank you. I think the issue about Liberia may not be the technology. I think it is about all of it.
Wow, we're not getting you too good, though. I don't know.
Hello, am I clear?
Yeah, I don't know whether you in do or maybe somewhere or what, but we're not getting you too clear.
I'm not clear.
Okay, maybe go ahead. You're much better because when we call you on to come by, let me say so. Go ahead.
Yeah, so thank you. As I was saying, I think our problem is based on the citizen, right? So then we can start to think the United States government. We can change we can start to change the United States and bring another party. But bringing another party, not that much that we citizens, we are telling the government to bring investment into the country, and we're talking about how many exports that we have. When we're talking about exports, look, then we're talking about how many packets of company you have in your country before you export. But you do not even have anything here. Why would you export? So the only way we can come here, I think it is good for us, the citizens, to embrace the government and stop the government. That's part of your history. We look for a specific government or individual in authority. Forget about that. Look at the citizens and the country at large, because we can fight United Party today. We can say we'll post all the negative things. We'll bring the United Party government down. That will be defeated. But the people who are in authority, when you go there, how they go, whatever things that they're doing, they will go with it. They're not going to be defeated. That we, the citizens, ain't going to be defeated because they say we are no higher company for all the way. So I think this is good for this.
All right, thank you so much. Send them. We're not getting a company to work with, and yeah, hello. Yeah, go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, thank you, Mabon. I think the government is more than military government because what we're going to go past the truth now. So people speak, somebody were arrested and just the team being the I never saw that thing that was gone.
The man, according to one of the other caller, and I think that's true. The man moving from court to court. When another court tell him go right, the other court say no, we need you. No, that remain peaceful. Like that's all we have. So let's call up. Good evening. Yeah.
My name is Eddie calling from Chicken So Factory, member of this morning. We also say that here in serious about the Corona country, they will get speak. It is wrong.
Why the lawmaker apologizing again? And the speaker, I don't know what the man artist speaker or the man we're going to speak up.
So the idea is maybe nothing on there. If somebody They get experience. If they go in the country they way, people, there I don't know where we're going. If people they respecting the Supreme Court, what do you think happening in our country? You arrest somebody just going from court to court, from court to court. Therefore, we have to be careful in our country. You and myself that are in Liberia. People just try to make us afraid that we should not speak on some of the issue. That is why you see the just passing around arresting people. For no justified reason. How do you arrest somebody because the lawyer not informed? What we heading to? What the police director is doing?
And by right, let me tell someone, and maybe one day, if I will look at the Police Act of 2016, some of you, Liberia National Police Officer, some of the things you're doing, you totally going against the people. You don't even know. Some of you just check the Police Act of 2016. If you don't have, because some of you, you don't know about these things. So sometimes the people just can use some political tactics and come and brainwash you, play on you, and do the Police Act of 2016. When you read, you would know your own rights. And I don't know how can the country just go on the way going, by the way. So let's call a good evening. Hello, my dear. Go ahead. Your name and from where you join us?
This is Emmanuel Richardson, and I joined the conversation with Center Moru. Look, we are in serious trouble and we are worrying on a daily basis. I don't know. There is a kind of modern world we live in that so she is government who will be just respecting the rule of law. I don't know where our country is heading. I don't know.
Let's pray.
No, but it is no longer for prayer. It is no longer for prayer. There are great people voting in men.
Yeah, man, the man go awful. So let's call hello today. I swear, yo. Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, man, dear, good evening.
Yeah, I'm Isa Kamara, joining from District 4 to be precise.
Thank you, Isa, for joining us.
This government is a dictator government, maybe. Yeah, the police director does not respect the law. He's a law enforcement officer, but he does not respect the law. The solicitor general respect the law. The person means not respect the law. The executive branch are who they don't respect the law. But to the issue, Liberian people, we are not waiting for positive change. My brother, the reason I say this is we see people that qualify and competent for the job. Like for the presidency now, look at somebody like get paid repetition. The Liberian president don't want to make. Look at Elisana Kumi. The Liberian president don't want to. They only want people from a party looking at some media institution. I'm not talking about media collaborating with the institution, but discussing credible intact the media institution that you people that take a point, you're speaking truth to power, speaking truth to people. You know how many of you will be intimidated, will be influenced government politicians will go to give you money, but you look at all that you forget, but you're still for the cause. You're checkmating we are government everything, you're checkmating everything. So that one credible media institution, I want always appreciate you. But Liberian people, we are not prepared. I'm telling my brother, the people that are feeling. They were just pretend, oh yeah, we want to put in no kind of power. You look at people like credible, you don't want to put them there. Then people that are corrupt, you look at them, put them there. What you expect? You do one thing, what you expect, another reason. No, it doesn't work that way. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Una question day, and you don't want to say they will get a rest. This is the what kind of life is that? Hello, to this caller. Good evening. Yeah, go ahead, man. They are country. I don't know what happened now.
Thank you very much for your show. For those of you that know the Bible, I think that the Bible voice that I say, for all sinner and fall short of the glory of God. But this time around, Joseph brother and government, they are falling short. They are sinner and fall short of the Liberian expectation.
So let's forgive them. Let's forgive them because even the majority of black people admit it. Yeah.
Because of the sin they have committed and they are falling short of the Liberian expectation, they are now looking for escape route. See the report that the police director gave, a police director who is specializing in carrying people in the form of sending directors too. So just come and get unfair report to the Liberian people. And what they see, Liberians are putting out over 5 million people. Few people will just say that compare some kind of funny report that goes to the public or the public to see.
So how far with the 5,000? How far with the 5,000? The police officer, poor officer. So that's called a good evening. Yeah, go ahead, my dear. Yes, we're great. Thank God. Yeah.
My name is Chico Silva of this regard, and I call you from district number 5 for the academy. So, brother, we just have to be telling God, thank you for life. Nothing we can do.
Okay.
You have to be praying for life, brother. All I can say, thank you for the show.
Thank you so much, Monk. I think we have roughly about 10 more minutes to go, and maybe we'll be questioning along the way. So, you listen to Liberians, and I know maybe you want to respond to some of them, but actually, it is indeed frustrating. And I will tell you that myself, I don't know, but Monk, I'm just downhearted on a very serious note. Somebody text me, the person said, maybe on how you feeling as a Liberian, because you know we have a lot of friends also outside who are outside of Liberia. Some of them they are Nigerian, they are Ghanaian. They follow the platform a lot, and you know every time when they hear the kind of news, they want to know exactly as to what's really going on and how how some of the things happening, Monk. Are these things happening like dream or are we? Is that normal thing that happening, Monk?
It's not normal, but that's the reality. That's what the country is faced with. We got leadership crisis in our country, and we got voter issue as well. Because sometimes when the voters are making decisions, they want to vote ahead of election. They don't want to weigh the option. They don't want to look at people and see what they bring to the table. They want to go with the most popular candidate. They want to go with the one with a sketchy record when it comes to criminality and corruption and stealing from the people. They want to go with the familiar names, and that's what will keep happening. You know, every time when I talk about Liberian politics, I always talk about the young people. People can say, "Oh, they want to make it a seem like if they say when you are young, then you should just make any kind of an impulsive decision." For me, I see it differently. If you are young, you don't want to be making better decisions because you are the one with the longest time to spend on this planet. So it means if you are suffering right now, it means you are only going to compound your suffering and make it longer because you are younger, right? Maybe on take two, bring you take voters and go to the voting booth. You get one demographic, I get 10, 19, and somebody in their May 40s or early 50s. Who you think got more time to spend on the planet? Who do you think should be making better decisions based on their age? Should be the young people. Because you are 19. If you mess it up, it will be better for the next 20 years. But the man in here 50, he ain't got a long time to be on this planet. That's why I'm making the argument about Joseph Parker. He got experience. I said, look, let me tell you something. Joseph Parker cannot contribute to the future of Liberia. Joseph Parker has passed his prime. And that's a normal and natural thing. We always get, oh, you come from your mother's womb, you become a baby. They can say infancy to what? Toddler, you go to all the stages, young adult, until you die. We always go through that stage. Joseph Boakai cannot give you anything better, but we cannot really to get the election. The elections are over, right? The thing here is how do we move forward? And everybody know we have a problem. The only thing here is we don't know how to find the solution. We are not solution driven on this particular path, but we all know the problem. If we keep it, go ahead.
Let me go you there. Or are we afraid? Because let me just add that to you. Because Mom, I think the problem here is we know the problem, like you said, or like you are saying, we know the problem. But then, Mom, it's like we are afraid. For me, I think I am saying something because, Mom, where in this world I will get some other power or authority as a community, maybe or chair, and we reside in a community, but we are afraid to hold that person accountable or to even question them about the running of our community. Then I mean maybe more, they will have no control of the person. That for me, I'm saying some of the things.
Well, I will personally agree with you. You know, they got this psychological response. You know, Steve, into the social science, they call it the Stockholm syndrome. When somebody keep you in prison for so long, at certain point in time, you start developing feeling for the person that put you in jail. That even when they open the gate and say maybe I'm going to know I okay rare because you stay too long. That's what happened in Liberia, and we got to break that particular cycle. Our people, I keep saying it, you cannot do anything better if you haven't been exposed to anything better. That's where the problem is. It's like this thing kept repeating itself for years and decades until our people are so used to it that they cannot even make a move. To make that transition is becoming very, very tough by the day. That's why we say on Sktv now, we will limit the politics. We will only be discussing the way forward. How we can work together as a team in collaboration. How we can put the the politics aside and get this kind of a bigger team. We need to start inviting some of our lawmakers to start Breaking about the real Liberian people caucus. I ain't talking about the one to talk about politics. I'm not interested in that caucus. The caucus that I want you can call about to be on the show. I want Chairman Bello to be on the show. I want the other guy to come here and be like, what can we do to bring more people in our camp with the backing of the Liberian people as to what we can do to change the narrative? We got to go to the presidential election. There are a lot of things that we can get done before we get to 2029. And that's why I keep saying, moving forward, we will always be asking our people on the show. They will make that impact. They will call. They will tell us what they want to do. We want to be in partnership with them as to how to move forward. But this thing about coming here and talking about the politics all day, 24/7, no. I'm sick and tired of it. It's not changing. It's not moving. It's not moving the ball. The needle is not moving any way, shape, or form. We need to find a solution because all is not lost. Even though it's very hard to do, more people will agree. Some people have thrown the towel already and be like, "My man, nothing good can come from Liberia." But for some of us, I don't think we are in the majority, but we still believe that something can come out of Liberia. And that's what this thing is all about. So over the coming months and weeks and years, we will see what we can do, and we will keep expanding the narrative and let our people to be the one to be the ultimate. Our job is not to tell people what to do. Our job is to just present the information. The people out there themselves, they will do their own assessment and they will know exactly what's happening. I listened to one of the callers. He said, if we cannot get away from CDC and United Party, the country will not go anywhere. We said that a long time ago, before even the election, because these two people, if you keep recycling them, then you're just giving them more reason as to why they shouldn't change. Because one of them came, they didn't get you result. The other guy came, he didn't get result. Then you go back to the same operation. So they'll be like, these people themselves, they're not ready for business. So if we keep recycling these two, then it means every time they get about it, but we have no reason to even change what we are doing, because whether we do or not, it will still come for us anyway.
If the politics, yeah. I don't do it.
Yeah.
Politics, we know how to play on the mind of the people.
Yeah.
We know how to move our people around. My man, if I will control the people, but the same people that you want to control,
the same people,
the people are dying. The people have no better life. You don't care, but you're waiting for election time to pull. Look,
and that's a mistake to always wait for election before you start looking for solution. No, that's why they just start voting ahead of time. Yeah.
Monk, they are campaigning because they are keeping all the money and the budget pass now. The men say, well, peace and we go see.
But what do you think the whole issue of the budget, maybe what do you think is all about? It's all about getting enough money to be able to fund that, because they know they need more $20 to bribe people to get it another 9 years or 6 years. So when it's about the budget and about the committee and all about the two different schools of thought in the house, it's all about getting more money so that they can use it in the future to extend their claiming power.
The speaker or the majority speaker will be getting a little 3 million. I don't know, is that 3.5 or 3 something million? Or you'll be getting close to almost 200,000 plus. You know, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Just one of the speaker salaries alone, and all of his benefits and everything go up to 200 plus thousand in this poor struggling country. There's some of you.
And you know, Memo, let me tell you something. When you go back to the 90s, right? And people can make this argument. That's why I tell you sometimes you don't want to go by what you believe or what you read. You gotta ask people that really live certain life, that people that were experienced during those days. Let me tell you something. The charter government never had international support. But the one thing that they never did was this kind of abuse we have seen in recent time when it comes to our lawmaker. That's why even a guy like Syrian Ali, I'm not a fan of Syrian Ali, but that one thing he said, you got to keep stealing and giving yourself more money than the one we can understand. Because when we were in government, when they were in control, I'm not saying that the government were all perfect, but they kind of an industrial level of stealing from the executive and even lawmaker. No, it never happened in the Taylor administration. Never, ever.
No, but
they never had it support, but no. Yeah, it never.
I think David Coty, and they were making around 1,250, and they did a lot of Google work, even including the Central Bank of Liberia today that you have today. All they need, there are a lot of work. The people, you know,
and they were not even getting compensated as today. And when you ask what the other group doing to be deserving of all that money, you can't even show anything to show.
Anyway,
let's stop it there for the day. Yeah, we
good night on tomorrow by God grace. So good night. Thanks to all of you. Say Miata. I think you're gonna come on now. You're gonna come on.
Yeah, we need the old hands.
You're gonna come on. Anytime you're ready, you just ask for the link. We will send the link. All of you out there, if you market woman, You young and boy, anything you want to come on, just let us know. We're going to also give you the opportunity.
Felicia Waller need to come on the show. She need to take a day off, and I mean she got to create time. You got to come here, you got to learn your brother, because you know, for me, I love to hear women speak on politics because they see things from a whole different angle as opposed to us men. So maybe when we are more female brothers, I mean, just once in a while, y'all coming, y'all be the guest on that day. Some of y'all got some expertise in healthcare. Some people that from an education background, they know these things. Y'all come here and let's see what we can do. But this year, it's not going to be business as usual. Things already happen in the back. We're talking about Zoom meetings, Zoom conferences moving forward. So there are a lot of good things to happen on SKTV moving forward. And all other platforms that will be ready to join forces with us, because it's a Liberian thing. It's now an SKTV thing. Even though we use this platform, but we want to hear from our women, the older ones, the ones with more experience that got some expertise in certain area. They know you can learn your voices, and we highly appreciate that. But anyway, that's it.
Yeah,
thank you for the day.
And good night to our
Take
sister
care, my
Felicia.
brother.
And all of you, man, all of you got to come on. At least let's talk about Liberia, because man, you Liberia is all we have. We got to disagree to agree. Good night from our end here on the SKTV show this evening. And I'm John Semeba Kula again. Good night, and good night.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. What is our people who willing to sell? Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end, the promise of them. So welcome my life with African.
I lyrical health.
Master.
Play body so you I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina get I say my jamo. And yes I know money, and more I yo. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
Ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kwanagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena dine ya tumale, ena salia ya tumale, ena kwanagli ya tumale, ena kodubwa ya tumale, ena napagiyari na ya tumale, SKTV, ena napagiyari na, tosi wako ma ya tumale.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. What is our people who willing to sell? The flesh, our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the promise my best. To work with my life with us, yeah. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, Sando to Backbaloo, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.